A few key applications of derivatives is that we can use them to solve for the position, velocity, and acceleration for motion problems. So with that in mind, let's go over our first example. So say I were to give you the equation s to the t is equal to t squared plus 3t. And I told you to find the velocity and the acceleration. Well, to find the velocity, this is our position equation. We would simply take the derivative to get our velocity equation. So s prime t is equal to the derivative of t squared, which using the power rule is 2t, and then the derivative of 3t, which is simply 3. So our velocity equation is 2t plus 3, and then from here, to get our acceleration equation, we just take the derivative of our velocity equation. So s double prime t is equal to the derivative of 2t, which is 2, and then the derivative of 3, which is 0. So now we have our acceleration equation. So if I were to say at t is equal to 2, what is our velocity? Well, when t is equal to 2, we can go s2 is equal to 2 times 2 plus 3. And so that would mean that our velocity is equal to 7 units per second, for example. And then our acceleration is just going to stay 2 because that's our acceleration. Let's try another problem. So say I were to give you, now give you s to the t is equal to t squared plus 3t. And here I told you to find the no. Let's go a different equation. Let's say I were to give you t cubed let's go minus 6t squared plus 9t. And I would ask you, when is the object at rest? Well, first we'd have to find the velocity, which once again is simply the derivative of the position equation. So s prime t would be equal to the derivative of t cubed, which would be 3t squared, minus the derivative of 6t squared, which would be 12t, and then the derivative of 9t, which is simply 9. And now that we have our velocity equation, we can set the velocity for 0. So 0 would be equal to 3t squared minus 12t plus 9, and we can factor this out. And our answer, when you factor it out, will be t minus 1, and then t minus 3. And so that means that the object will be at rest when the time is equal to 1 and it's equal to 3 seconds. Let's try one last problem. Let's say now our position equation is s to the t is equal to sine t. And I told you to find the velocity and acceleration. Well, right now, our velocity is simply the derivative of the position equation, which means that s prime t is equal to cosine t. And then our acceleration is the derivative of our velocity equation. So s double prime t is equal to negative sine t. And then if I were to say at t is equal to pi over 2, well, if we put the velocity, or s prime t, but for t we put pi over 2, so we can go pi over 2 for the velocity equation. For cosine, it would be equal to 0. And then for the acceleration, or s double prime of pi over 2, it would be equal to negative 1. I hope this video helped. Thank you.